The CDC Hour is a 60-minute package of activities within the Congress for Democratic Change and other issues affecting the body politics of our country. Today is Wednesday, October 22, 2025. We are here with very important topics today. We will be responding, making some, analysis and response on the Ministry of Information's regular press briefing today. It is the first time that we are going to delve into some of the government's misgiving in terms of response, in terms of the government's own public relations, as to how they respond to issues affecting the country. And also, we'll be discussing other issues about the Congress for Democratic Change. I'm here with my co-presenter, Josephine Pello Johnson, the Iron Lady. She's here, pretty seated alongside me, and you're going to join us in the next 30 seconds after a bit of our team song. So you're coming in with pop. We don't have a making fall. All we offer are making love. All the other party then going straight down to the door. CDC we standing tall. Us heavy and watching y'all. Y'all think that I'm thinking team. So be cheating the winning team. This time we too aware. So we cheating the referee. This time we too aware. So we cheating the referee. Thanks so much and welcome back to the show. Hey, good evening, Josephine. How are you? Are you coming on? It's a Marco Pin. Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing great. And I'd like to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everyone listening and watching from the social media. So we are back here, and this is it. I'd like to say thank you again.
Okay. A few. I mean, an hour or two ago today. Let's start the ball rolling. How do we start? An hour or two ago, we listened to the deputy minister for public affairs at the Ministry of Information, one of the official government spokespersons, responding. I mean, came for democratic change. Our political leader, Liberia's former president, and Liberia's political B-52. So it was like in his articulation of the government's policy, I think the former president and the CDC, the government policy he was articulating. So very demeaning, like he has always been, not even able to talk for more than 4 minutes without, involving himself into invectives, causing other people. We've been here instructing Alexander Cummings, the political leader of the ANC, insulting senators, representatives like Most Ability, Creighton Duncan, Senator Edwin Melvin Snow, and sometimes our political leader, George Weah. So, what was your viewing? What did you catch from there?
So first thing I'd like to say is, it was on Monday, let's say Tuesday morning. I always knew that the Tuesday press briefing, Mr. Sando going to tell the Liberian people nothing that would interest them. He was not going to address any issue. Rather, they scored former President Weah. I knew that was going to happen. I saw it coming because this ministry, this government don't have anything. They don't have nothing to discuss. They don't have anything to discuss. So for that reason, every time there's a microphone in front of Minister Samuel, you always hear him talking about George Manning. We are talking about the CDC. So I knew it was going to happen because they don't have anything to discuss. So
What
they
do
will
you
always
think?
discuss
What do
CDC.
you think is the real problem? It says that it said that the government does not have any policy
They
prescription.
don't. They don't have
They don't
any
have
policy.
any project
They
to
don't.
report on. They don't have any meaningful uh, fiduciary responsibility to perform at the MICAT. So they in turn involve themselves into character discussion, character assassination,
Exactly.
insults, invectives, and what have you. So, notably today, he was talking about the groundbreaking. I felt that it was a promotion for the CDC because imagine a government spokesman would mount the rosium at the Ministry of Information and promoting the CDC's a groundbreaking ceremony. Talking about it being so much, distracted by the huge success that the CDC had on Saturday the 18th. So, what do you think is leading the government?
Well, this government, like you said it's so ugly. The government don't have any plan for the nation. All of the promises that were made that they are going to change this, they are going to change that, they don't have solution. They don't have anything to do for the Liberian people. So the only thing they will do is to promote the CDC, which is saying CDC broke ground for the party headquarters, CDC did this, CDC did that. So let them continue. It's like I will always say, the owner came to power to fight the CDC. They came to govern the people of Liberia. So let them continue. CDC is their project. All of those things that were said during the campaign, you promised the people that you were going to reduce, prices, you were going to increase salary. Today, they cannot address those issues because they don't have a plan. They don't have a solution, so they will not address it. That is the reason why every time you see them, they come to address the media, they will always divert, start to discuss, common person media, start to discuss the CDC. You have JFK Hospital that need the attention of the government. The other day, I saw on social media, apart from me seeing on social media, I went to JFK, I saw it for my very, very self. You have two baby man lying down on the same
Yes,
bed.
I heard that about two baby mothers on the same bed.
On the same bed.
And the most horrible part about it, we will come to that, but the most horrible part about that is that there are women who have gone to give birth, but because they don't have the money, right?
Mhm.
They are holding them there after delivery, after treatment. They are holding them there. They are holding them captive. A hospital that is the biggest referral hospital in the country. A woman goes to give birth. She gave birth already, but then she's being held at a hospital because she doesn't have money. Some of them I heard that a lady spent about 3 months at the hospital with her baby because she could not pay the hospital bill.
That's not just they will remove you from the hospital bed, place you on a in the they will place you on a you and your baby will lay down on that floor. You can pay.
And so in the last few days, quite interestingly, our political leader George Weah is a cool man. Uh, he has been very combative. He's been very responding in terms of the ceaseless attacks, especially about his health. Right? This. I mean, the Unity Party has involved themselves into lying, even from the election. It was speculated by members of the UP and the entire government cycle that President Weah is sick. He went on the social media. They went invited a video at the church, at the Foxton church, where he was leading his wife down the stairs. Right? They went and doctored the video to make it look like the president was falling. And so they came to social media, they flooded, inundated the social media, and said a lot of derogatory things about President Weah's health. But in response, he did not credit. I mean, like he has not always credited.
Yeah.
His first was a his first response was something like, Uh,
Yeah, I
could
think
you
he woke up by himself
no,
in the
that was the
morning.
second one. That was the second one. That was the second one that
Yeah,
he wakes up by himself in the morning, make his own tea, go to
go to the
train,
gym,
go
take
to
a
the gym, take
shower.
a shower. It's not like other people who they have to wake them up and put pampers on them, you know. So, so, so,
And don't forget,
so,
don't forget the lip gloss.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
The makeup.
the first one was, I, I don't use
I don't
makeup.
use makeup.
I don't use makeup. I, I'm a natural man. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
a natural man.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't use makeup. I'm a natural man. That is the former president right there. The second one is even more. The second one is even more humorous. Like, I wake up by myself. I I make my own breakfast. I go to the gym on my own. I'm not like somebody who uses.
And I think we saw it the next day.
We saw it the next day.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, where the current president of Liberia was sitting, his face was being beaten, using, I don't know what it is, his white face beat, like he
I showed
uses,
us his white
uh,
face.
uh, uh,
I showed. The two
I
of them
mean,
using one green, one makeup artist.
yeah, lipstick. Imagine lipstick,
Yeah.
and lipstick is being added to bring up the beauty of the president. And imagine that. So that was the response of the former president.
The thing here
I don't know
is,
whether it's going to stop there.
the thing here is, before before explaining to the president, we know him. So no matter how many makeup you will put on Joseph Boga, we still know who Joseph Boga is. We know how his face looks. I don't care how many photos you take using AI and think all the different apps, we still know Joseph Boga real face. It's like show me your real face. So Joseph Boga is using makeup to help, but that still cannot help the situation. President Weah is not a fake man.
And on Thursday of last week, prior to the groundbreaking ceremony, Thursday and Friday,
Yeah.
I went to Jamaica, right? And I was not doing the thing. It was bothering me, right? I went and sat for over 4 hours. When I went, I met Eugene Nangwe, the former Maritime Commissioner.
Mhm.
We had a conversation, and I moved to the court, the basketball court.
Yeah.
That guy, that guy played volleyball, basketball court. That guy played volleyball for over 2 hours. I mean,
Wow.
on Thursday.
Wow.
Then after volleyball, they played basketball for another 2 hours.
4 hours.
Yes,
Wow.
there's a team. There's a team called Jamaican Spartacus. That's the team he plays for. Yes, this guy, Awona Clark. Awona Clark. He's an ardent citizen. In fact, he's the one designated to collect uh, kind donation, cement and other building materials from people who are donating to the construction of the party headquarters. Awona carrying his team on Thursday, a volleyball team. Everybody got tired.
Mm.
Everybody got tired. President Weah was
President Weah
still
was still playing.
energetic to play
Yeah.
volleyball.
Wow.
After he had played basketball for more than 2 hours, because I was sitting right there.
Is that the man you want to compare with
Then that's
President
the kind of man they say he's sick. The man is sick. How can a sick man play? How can a sick man play a sport for 4 hours?
Weah?
4 good hours. So that's the issue. The guys do not know. Maybe I mean they want to kind of way distract the issue of President Barker's health. They want to distract the issue of
They always like
his
to
his
distract.
his age, his health, and so they are distracting and calling President Weah is sick. President Weah is President Weah not a sick man. President Weah not a sick man. A 59-year-old man who trains even more than a 20-year-old man. Imagine that. Then you say he's sick. He goes to play sport for 4 hours. Then you say he's sick. Yeah, you better find something else to do.
So again, like we always say, we will always bury the lies. Every time you say something and we know that you are lying, we will come here, we'll debunk those lies, we'll bury it, we'll make sure to stop you from lying. Mr. Sano, I think right now lying is his career. So we have to quarter that ball. Give him 25, solid 25 to make sure that he does not lie anymore.
Yeah, but he's told to lie.
Yeah.
He's told to lie. You know, he gets instruction from a President Boakai, Teolime Pia, and Nyombli, Kanga Lawrence, the pro-tem.
Uh-huh.
He's he has been begged brought to Nyombli for a very long time. He was recommended by Nyombli to the deputy ministerial position, like many other persons who come from the angle of the Liberty Party. So if he doesn't like, because I mean, Sando has been my friend. Daniel Sando, Ato Gotulo, one of our friends they call Pawon. I think he's in the law school now, or I think he's either in the law school or he's an associate magistrate, something like that. You know, we all have been mingling together, right? But Daniel Sando, naturally, what I've known him to be, how I've known him to be, over 10 years now, Sando does not intellectualize for more than 5 minutes without saying any unnecessary things. He's very intellectually very well.
Uh,
Yes. After 5 minutes, you cannot get anything meaningful from Sando. Nothing meaningful after 5 minutes that you get from Sando. So that's the kind of government spokesman the rescue government has. That's the kind of spokesman they have. Uh, he's
so,
not
so I
he's not articulate
think
his demeaning because there's no message.
there's no message. So I think when President Bota was talking about taking of leadership, giving it to
To
what he was
boys. Yeah.
actually referring
To a man
to
like
Sano.
Sano, to Olime Pia.
Yeah.
And I think you've seen a video. You've seen a video where, for example, during the administration of President George Weah, when Honorable Yeke Koluba, this guy, Prophet Key, the rest of the people were on the rampage to insult, to insult women, right? Insulting the former vice president, the former first lady, insulting meaningful Liberians in society. Pierre went on his. Pierre went on one of their. I don't know. No, I think on one of their podcasts, right? Where Senator DeLong said he was a certain senator. He was on that show. DeLong was on that show, and another person was on that show, right? Pierre said, if any member of the opposition, I'm sorry for the quality of my voice, actually, because I'm under the weather. Is there any meaningful opposition person who does not vote for Yeke or who doesn't want to vote for Yeke to check their head? Because Yeke is the most, I mean, what Yeke is doing is complete patriotism.
And that was why he got the highest vote.
He said, any
Of
member of the
2017
opposition,
election.
let me find a video. Let me find a video for
Yeah.
you. Any member of the opposition who would say they will not vote for Yeke, that person should check their head. Because what Yeke is doing is nothing but patriotism. Let me find a video first.
And today they are the ones telling us not to take the case.
So, uh, let me see whether I can find the video. Oh, come on, man.
Very yet
Okay.
increase. We all celebrated
So he
yet.
continued. He said, one of my friends in District 10 have been calling me to ask me. In fact, the guy asked me why is it that he has been contesting District 10 and I have never supported him. So I told you, I said, my man, even my man come to contest in District 10, I will vote for Yeke. That was in 2023.
Hmm.
But today, Pia, Sando, the government people, in fact, the rescue puppets, those multi banks, according to Avin Wilson,
Okay,
charlatans,
we
they
bad
are saying
news.
what Yeke is doing is bad. Yes. What Yeke is doing today is
The
bad.
very thing that he did,
The very thing Pia praised him
yeah,
for, that he's a patriotic Liberian because he was insulting President where he was insulting the former first lady, he was insulting the former vice president. And you remember when Joseph Boakai, Kennedy Joseph Boakai, went to Lufa in Benjamin to break grounds for some kind of project. Presence were Benuna Yure, Yeke Koluba, Joseph Boakai, and some other guys from the opposition. Yeke took the shovel.
yeah,
When Yeke dug the ground, they say he took in the shovel. It was an insult directed at Claudia, the former first
mm-hmm.
lady. The second one, it was about Thomas Pala.
Yeah,
The third one was about Joy Howard Taylor.
sure.
And when Yeke insulted the former first lady, very Nigeria
Everybody,
clapped.
yeah, they clap.
Joseph Boakai clapped,
Yeah,
you know. So it was good. But today, what Yeke is doing to them, they say it's bad. So it's a double dose of what Yeke is giving them. They train him.
train up the time
You know,
the way he
they
should be. That's it.
yeah, they train him and so he has come back at
Yeah,
them. So that's the situation they find themselves in now. Rescue is in disarray. Nothing.
complete disarray. No understanding.
They cannot even pay civil
Exactly.
servants.
Cannot pay.
They cannot pay
And
civil
those
servants.
are the reason why every time you will always divert the conversation, you will divert the issue because they don't want, they don't want the people to discuss these things. You are unable to pay civil servant. You are unable to increase salary. Today, the students are you every day they protesting. They protesting every lesson day. Just yesterday, land people.
Oh, it was very horrible
Yeah,
yesterday. Imagine police beating on
beating on land people.
blind people.
Yeah, the
Police
people had to
beating
go
on
protest
blind
right
people
in front of the executive
who were
mansion.
protesting for their rights in front of the executive mansion.
And
Police were
President
sent
Boga came,
to brutalize them. The
he
president came and
passed
could not even
without
stop.
even stopping to talk to those people.
That's pure wickedness. It's heartlessness. So when those guys said they were dancing with the devil anyhow to get power, that
They actually
this is
did.
what
Yeah,
this is what you are saying.
yeah.
Yes, they cannot pay salary. Civil servants have not gotten salary for the month of October. Some of them have not even gotten salary for the month of September. Some people's September salary have not even come up, right? October has added to it, and they are saying they will begin to pay in November, in the first week.
Yeah,
So, meaning November salary will not be paid until December, so people will not take pay for Christmas.
sure.
That's the path they're on. The economy is already hard because of the irresponsible.
And the Ministry of Information will not address them, but rather coming every day to talk about
No,
President
they
Bia.
cannot discuss
Those are the
that.
things
It's
you
a
should
manus.
discuss.
The day Daniel Sano discusses that, they will dismiss you.
Yeah.
You'll be dismissed, effective
So
immediately.
what happened? Sometimes I always ask myself the question: what happened with all the campaign promises that were made at this very party? What happened? What happened with all the promises that were made? Today you cannot discuss anything. You cannot provide solutions. For all of the things that people are going through, you cannot provide solutions for them. But every day when you come up yesterday and said 16 billion. And that's how sometimes I really think that I don't know if they bought the big drinking when you go for the seriously.
Daniel Sano is an excessive, is an excessive drunk of alcohol.
I see one.
I've known him for a very long time.
Your government, this is the second year, your second year in leadership. Yesterday, you are still you still talking about auditor that you talking about 16 billion, you talking about audit
People say
reporting.
talking about 16
Who's talking?
billion,
I'm saying,
16 billion. I mean,
I'm
people say talking
saying,
about
I'm
16
saying.
billion.
That's why I
When
look
in
at him
fact,
and say, what happened with Daniel Sano? Because I mean, this thing, there was,
oh
there
yes,
was, there was.
yes, the government of Liberia, the president of Liberia
Yeah,
wrote the U.S. embassy. At that time, the ambassador was uh, she was a lady. What short lady used to be here, man?
yeah.
Yeah, President Weah asked the U.S. embassy for assistance, and the embassy, in that response, contracted a U.S. firm called Crow Associates. Crow came and did the audit of the central bank of the $15.5 billion Liberian dollars, and the report is available. Crow said there was no $16 billion missing. But let's agree, let's hold everything constant that money was missing, right? If we should agree that money was missing, you have been in power for 22 months now.
Yeah.
22 months in power. That is considerable number of time
What is stopping them?
to prosecute. Who have you prosecuted?
No.
About 16 billion. So all of the litany of allegations against the citizen government were all lies, were deception to get the attention of the unsuspected Liberians who they lied to that believed them and voted for them. For example, again, the issue of food auditors,
Yeah.
the issue of food auditors, the issue of three mixing boys. When the government came to power, what
That's
happened?
another story that they ran with.
So
Yeah.
Gregory Coleman, when he came, Gregory Coleman, Prince Molba, uh, Gregory Coleman's police administration, the videos, the press conference is still available.
Mhm.
Gregory said they had investigated and found out that there was no foul play into the death of the three missing boys. So that investigation was closed. Few months later, the president of Liberia, Joseph Boakai, came up and said they should reopen the investigation. So I don't know why they have not reopened it. So are they defying the president? Or does the president will not make any does the president will not waste a cup of tea anymore? Yeah, because the president of the country, the most powerful man in the country, the most powerful man in the country who has the authority to dismiss and appoint any government official. He comes and says, reopen the file of the three missing boys. Up to today, almost 1 year, it cannot be reopened. Probably they may have told him that, Mr. President, with all of the investigations we have done, with all of what with all of there's no trace of any foul play into the three missing boys scenario.
Those were the last that
And
they used
also
to come to power.
the four auditors, the auditors, they said that were killed. So in Liberia, people don't die naturally again. During Joshua administration, people did not die naturally according to the current government. For example, the big brother, which should be a very congenial person, very easygoing person, Batten Yeswa,
Yeah.
Emmanuel Batten Yeswa. the former director general at the IA. You know, up to today, they only continue to complicate and compound allegations because they don't have any meaningful thing to offer. But they cannot open investigation in the auditors. Give to Lama about Peters.
They will not open anything because they lie.
Why are they not opening any investigation? That is the
So
question.
that's the thing for Daniel Sano to come back to the Liberian people and still mentioning these things when you have the authority, you are in power, this is your second year, and you are doing nothing about it, but you come back here only because you have nothing to tell the Liberian people. You can't tell them that 16 billion auditors go and auditors have efforts because you have nothing to tell the people.
So
Yeah.
I think it's a challenge. But what do the guys have to offer? What do they have to prosecute? They just lied. Who stole what? They hurriedly ran and indicted Samuel Twe, Jefferson Camo, Stanley Ford, and the rest of the guys. Today, they are all around looking for evidence. They cannot get evidence. They accuse the guys of the people of stealing $6 million
Yeah.
from government. But today, the case is in court. Are you hearing about that case again?
Yeah.
They cannot get evidence. They cannot find evidence. Running all around. They go even into the dump site
No
to look
evidence.
for evidence. They can't find it. So all of what,
I was told the capital building council case, I think the other time, council the whole cartoon.
yeah, the whole cartoon of exhibits where there was
Yeah.
nothing there. And sadly,
It's hard on the people, man.
sadly, the geospatial evidence they presented, the geospatial evidence they presented to the court, the 2 points that were indicated on the geospatial evidence were the offices of Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn and Francis Dupu, Senator of Georgia. So, meaning the geospatial evidence is suggesting that whatever discussion people may have had before burning the capital building was those discussions were done either
Yeah.
in Jeremiah Kuhn's
Yeah.
office or Francis Dupu's office,
Yeah.
because those are the 2 points
Yeah.
that were indicated on the geospatial evidence. So, but like I've always said, right? The the real people, the rightful people who burned that building will be found. Whether
Exactly.
5 years from now, whether 10 years from now, whether 20 years from now, they will be found
Mhm.
because that is a criminal offense. That's a crime against the state. And I'm still thinking, Jojo, right? There's a guy called James Colette
Mhm.
uh,
My former friend.
at the House of Representatives. When the Capitol building got burned that day, the guy was weeping
The way he was
bitterly.
crying, right?
He was crying
Yeah, I
bitterly.
plenty people made mention of that. You know, they
No,
say
the
in
guy
the
was crying
interior with
as though
somebody.
like a
Yeah.
far property. Yeah, as though, yeah, but let me tell you, people that commit crime, that's how
Yeah,
they
the
can behave.
witchcraft can cry more than everybody.
Yes, people that can commit crime, that's how they can behave. And what points to James Colette is the fact that the Capitol building got burned on the 18th of December,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
On December 17, on December 17, there was a protest,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
There was a protest, and that protest was violently crushed
Mm-hmm.
by the police.
Yeah.
And the police deployed their officers and took siege
Yeah.
of the entire vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
Gregory made, he had a press conference and said the police was in full control of the Capitol building, especially the horses side.
Yeah. So
Now,
those that went to protest did not even have
they did not
access
have access to the
to the
building.
building. Yeah.
Now, uh, the catching part about it is that the two chairs for the speaker and the deputy speaker were in the joint chambers. And the joint chambers got burned, right?
Mm-hmm.
The two chairs, I mean the keys to the joint chambers was now in the possession, in the custody of James Colette. The keys to the joint chamber. And so when the building got burnt, the two chairs that were in the joint chamber, that the joint chamber got burned, the two chairs resurfaced at City Hall,
Yeah.
where Clarence Gar and Sekou Kenneth from District 2 were sitting on.
Yeah.
So James Colette had the key. James Colette had the joint chambers key. The joint chambers got burned, but the chairs, the two chairs for the speaker and the deputy speaker, reappear at the City Hall where they were doing business.
You know.
James Colette now was whipping. No, he and myself went to the University of Liberia together.
Okay.
James Colette and myself went to the US together. He graduated before I did. But this is a state matter. This is a credibility issue. This is a moral issue.
Sure.
This guy was whipping bitterly. He had to be consoled by a lot of his colleagues. Oh, my man, that's not your power player, that's not your power house here, that's not your power property. But the guy was crying to the ex. Look, that guy was the mastermind, one of the masterminds.
I don't like to talk about this because one thing I believe is if you are given the opportunity to serve today, you are there for a time. That time will get expired. Another person will be given the opportunity. I used to work at the legislature, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay. So it was because of the same whole speakership battle. Some of us were labeled as
As Fonati
seditious, yeah,
people,
fanatic
seditious
people.
people.
So we cannot work in that space. And we used to go. At a certain point in time, they told us all directors come sign and you will take pay, we look at it 3 months, no pay. So I just you are not in position forever. There will come a day you will have to exit, another person will come and take that place. So it's not something that I should be troubled about. So I sat at home. And I don't know, I think this is the 10th month, right? So it's about 9 months now. Some of my colleagues have not taken pay. I don't want to include myself because I'm not even looking that
You're
direction.
not there again, so
I'm not there again. So so we just waiting because one thing we know is that God Almighty don't sleep. One day, one very fine day, the corporates will be brought to light.
and James Colette will be there. James Colette will be among those people that will be arrested for burning the Capitol building. Let me call one more person. Let me call the name of one more person. Clarence Guy,
Okay.
Margibi District 5. Clarence Guy will be among those people who will be arrested for burning the Capitol building. Trust me. We are. So if you are listening to the radio, you are listening to the Kings FM, you are listening to CDC Hour on Kings FM 88.5. This is the CDC Hour, the party's flagship program with me, Ishaka Sharif, and Josephine Pello Johnson. You can begin now by placing your calls on 0772 2399 304497 or the lone female line on 0777 I think we have our first caller on the line. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. CDC Pape. CDC Pape. CDC Pape. CDC Pape. CDC Pape. CDC Pape.
Himself to just say. And the people say, President, you can't get President to court. And they go, Ijaga.
Yes.
And they say you can't get President to court.
You can get president to court depending on how he lead the presidency.
When the next finish, when we sit down in the chair, we bring army to just say. All the things we doing, it will come out to just say.
Thank you so much.
People to go and destroy our party record, that may feel just say for it.
Thank you so much, CDC Pape. Thank you.
2020, now we get into power. But we got plenty to do. We not say we feeling will. We got plenty things to do. So that will be doing it. That will be doing it. When time comes election, when God permit, when they move forward, one person will move 10. When you move one person will move 10. Thank you.
Thank you so much, CDC Pape. 0772239933. We have a caller on the line. Hello. Hello.
Good evening, Ishaka.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear you.
So far, you can answer. Call me Jerry S. Coffee.
Yes. Let's hear you.
You know, you said it all. You said it all. That's it. That's it. And one thing about life, that it can wait for you in front. Yeah, life can never wait for you behind. It can wait for you in front. By the time we come, I will catch up with you. That's how it looks. So everything that they did in darkness, it will come to reality. There will be a time that it will be exposed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's go back to the line to talk to our next caller. Hello. 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 I'm still.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
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 Hello. Good evening, Ishaka.
Yes. Hello.
Thank you very much. Ishaka, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a Popo corner, down Coast Spoon Hill, Wingtown community. Ishaka, thank you for your discussion, and I also want to welcome your co-presenter. My sister, you are welcome. Ishaka, it's laughable when I hear people like Daniel Stanu then still talking about 16 video and auditor death today. And upon the ascendancy of Joseph Newman Boakai, I think in his second state of the nation address, he called on the police to open investigation. So almost 2 years. He said that he's not in the know that the police is not doing a job, or are they not in the know that the police have come out with a vote on the 3 missing boys? Look, these guys came to power on the mattress of lies and deception, and the fake campaign promises is haunting them. They don't have nothing to tell the Liberian people at the Ministry of Information. They have turned that place into Marcos ministry, so when they get there, they can be overwhelmed with innuendos and don't know what to tell the people. That's why they are confused the way they are confused. But RBA will remind them that President Weah is coming back, and all these missteps will be erected and corrected by him. Thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity to make our voice on national issues. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Spencer Mohammed. Oh, another caller on the line. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Ishaka.
Yeah, good evening, Mohammed Donzo.
Yeah. Ishaka, I want to appreciate you and your co-panel. So, Ishaka, Labra is finished because these people, I don't understand about this government because these people lie to Labran people that they're going to come in power to do, to do something better. And comes, these guys are lying. See what Donald Sanders said, this time, by saying that 16 billion, these guys lost focus in governance. So, Labrampo, we should be focused. 20% rule these guys out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Josephine will take the next, the rest of the calls. So Jojo, you can. Okay.
Hello, you are live on the radio.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I need texting, Michelle, calling from Kasari Boulevard.
Okay.
First of all, I want to thank you for what you are doing on the radio. But when it comes to that gym school, you people are discussing prior to the burning of that Catholic building. Gym school was the one people to the Catholic building to have the speaker office working. So when you're talking about build number one on our list when it comes to that Catholic building, I support it. So thank you for affording me the time.
Okay, thank you too. Hello. Hello, welcome. You are live.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hello.
good evening to you guys. Even firstly, my name is Alvin Chair. I'm calling from Shopner Democrat to be precise. Let me let me extend my thanks and appreciation to you guys. You guys are doing a brilliant job. Thank you very much. Straight to the issue. See this government, Joseph Walker. I believe that Joseph Walker, he is working in line with the devil. But what happened to the brown people? They go down. It was too devastating. It was too frustrating. How will a president see a brown people who are going to exercise their right? Then you pass by them with your convoy, then you have a police officer beating on them. It is very much bad. But I do believe that this government, it is for the devil, by the devil, and for the devil. And last day again, my brother and my sister, this government, they can lie. How will you compare the greater industrial road and you compare the industrial road and greater with what was so laying quota with the past president George was laying quota and you greater industrial road. So you know, for example, saying that the industrial road and the greater is better than the quota. But you see, my brother, I believe that you know, for example, some of them they need a green surgery. They really need a green surgery. They really need a green surgery. Thank you very much for the time. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. You are live, please.
Hello.
Yes, hello, welcome.
Calling from Tansha, my friend, I'm Abdulu.
Okay, Mambino, welcome.
I want to ask our brother, our children that is correct after their phone. Yeah, our phone speaker, they put them inside. If they not being free, then I want to ask. Then secondly, you now get proof about the person that buying the capital building. Then you go in when you say, what is that one mean? The people there they came to damage our country with no understanding. But Chinkole, some of Falani, they will pay the price. We will see who bring up capital building and let will not pray to God. And that one God, living God will save him. Living God will save him on his song. That's why they say they will come in power with the devil, but we will come in power with God. The living God, I am a person will come with, and will come with. Thank you for us. Thank you.
Very much. Thank you.
They will show that person that on that place.
Yes, I have the chairman of the CDC USA on the line. Good evening, chairman.
Good evening, how are you?
You are live. You are live on the radio.
Oh, good evening, family. How everybody's doing over there?
Yes, we are doing good here. We are kicking, and we are just listening to you. The country is listening to you to hear what you will say as chairman of one of the. I mean, the chairman of the party's biggest supporting arms across the world, the CDC USA.
Oh, thank you, Isiaka. And I am exceedingly happy to be on your show this evening. Actually, I'm not going to delve into
your topic tonight. But what I would like to talk a little bit on is to encourage my fellow partisans, especially those in the diaspora, the Cdcians that live in the diaspora, as more specifically in the United States of America. We saw last week the historic groundbreaking of our new global headquarters, and we all saw the turnout. And the turnout did show the Liberian people that the CDC is off for something real, and the Liberian people also manifested to all CDC that they are in support of what we are aspiring, a better Liberia for all Liberians. And this is why the massive turnout you saw that day were not just only CDCs, they were Liberians of different stripes. They came to support the initiative that was taken by CDC. They all saw when the headquarters was demolished by the Joseph Barker's government, spearheaded by his National Police Force, that is being controlled by Gregory Coleman. So we all saw that. So we are in the process of building our headquarters. So I'm pleading and appealing to all of our partisans in the diaspora to make their own contribution to this endeavor. Because the reason that I'm doing this is because the headquarters, we want every single citizen to be part owner of this headquarters. And the way you can feel you can claim part ownership if you contribute to the building of this headquarters. So that's why I'm appealing to them in this public forum to say that they should, whatever you can afford, from the CDC USA perspective, from the CDC Global perspective, the payment systems are there. And if you live here in the diaspora, you want to make your payment, if you don't know where to do the payment, you can call my number here in the diaspora. The number, I don't have my number for anybody. It is 267 342 2863. I'm not one of those leaders who will hide that number from the people. As long as it has to do with CDC, that is my number. You can call me, and then I will tell you how you can pay your money, because it's the system set by the headquarters committee. And if you can't make a payment through that system and you want to know more about that system, you can call my personal number, and I will definitely tell you how you go about making your payment.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So before you leave us, do you have anything in mind that you did not say?
Actually, there are lots that I have in mind, but for the sake of time,
of course,
I don't want to delve into all of those things. But hopefully, we'll set up something, and then where we'll be able to come on your show as as a guest, so we can get into those things that we have in mind. There are a lot of things going on in our country today, you know as well as I do, and all other Liberians around the world knows fully well what the government, the kind of devastation the government has imposed or subjected our people to. So I don't have, that's a long story anyway. So I said I don't want to delve into that right now. All I can say now, I'm encouraging my people here in the diaspora, especially in the United States, to make their contribution towards the building of our new global headquarters. So that's what I can say for now.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chairman. That was the chairman of the CDC USA, Chairman Yahaya Talata Sharif. He's been chairman for a little while now, and he's been doing extremely well. So you listen to the chairman of the CDC USA. Partisans back home, when they hear these people speak, especially the diaspora leaders who are contributing immensely to the party back home, I think there is a source of joy. So we don't really have time. Maybe we can just use this opportunity to close the show, Josephine.
Yeah.
You have a caller? Okay, let's take the last caller and just go to Josephine to make her parting comment. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, Shagan?
Yes, let's hear you. What's your name?
Oh, I'm out of City. I'm calling from North Night.
Yeah, you don't have time.
Pardon me?
We don't have time.
Oh, okay. Yes, you see what happened, the government is seriously embarrassed with the U.S. State Department report that is much and a more disaster for this country. So what the mockery of government doing now is to cleverly sway the people's minds from that and begin the old story that been dealt with, I understand, in their own government. The issue about the three basin boys, I know was being dealt with. Okay, even the very great diplomat today, I mean, he came out, vividly and said, I mean, there's nothing like, somebody involved. That was very, very natural. Okay, and more cases, all right, up to now, for almost 2 years, they are not even, have someone convicted with all the allegations they are yesterday using, you understand, as a means of coming to power. Up to now, they are in power now 2 years. They are not even considering anybody yet. So the U.S. now is very, very much embarrassing for this country. So they are
We'll find time to discuss that maybe on Friday.
To sway the people mind from it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So he was the last caller, Josephine. We don't have time to.
Okay. So,
yes.
So I would just like to send this caveat out to Minister Sando. If you don't know how to do the Liberian people job, you don't have solutions for the little issues, the little problem the Liberian people are going through, I will ask you to resign. If your government cannot handle the problem, the Liberian people problem, those things that they are complaining on, those things that they want to see, change in the country. If your government cannot handle it, you people should resign. Your leave state power. Those who can handle it, let them come. So, Minister Daniel Sano, the next time you come on the media to address the press, come and talk about the things that are burning the people. Come and talk about things that they want, they want to see happening. Those changes that they ask you for, that you promise them, you assure them that you are going to do it. If you are not able to do it, you don't have the solution. You able to address the problem, resign from your position. We will not take it, we will not tolerate you coming on the media every time and talking about George Weah. The people did not elect you because of George Weah. If they wanted to elect you because of George Weah, they were going to elect George Weah himself, not the United Party. Thank you.
That was a very fine caveat, and because the next time he does it, I think we will go for his creator.
Yes.
And obviously his creator is the president.
We carry forward the pageant.
We will now respond directly to the president anytime. If he insults Cummings, that one Cummings people can go and do what they want to do. Cummings say he will go to court. Yeah, but the next time he will come out to to make any derogatory statement against the CDC and George Weah, we will go for his creator. We'll go for Joseph Boaka's neck. That's what we will do. Sure. So on that note, we have come to the end of the CDC Hour on Kings FM 88.5. This Wednesday, the 22nd day of October 2025. Inshallah, we will be here on Friday with a very fresh edition of the show. Until then, I am your presenter, Ishaka Sharif, alongside my co-presenter,
Josephine P.
Johnson, Pello Johnson, the Iron Lady. Until then, bye-bye.